Guys, welcome back to the channel. One of the questions that I'm getting right now is, what is Illuvium? So surprising enough, there are still a lot of people that don't know what the game is about. They see the token, they see all of the staking, they see what it's currently at, what people are making money from the token, about the NFTs, but what is the actual game, which is what we're going to get into tonight. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the video. All right, so this is actually the game overview. So you take the role as a survivor of a transportation vessel in an intergalactic space fleet investigating a perplexing distress beacon. So we know it's going to be super futuristic looking at your transportation vessel. Ultimately, you go to another place, and that is where Illuviums really come from, is another place, which is pretty cool. You discover majestic beasts, some with near godlike power. Could this be what was the downfall of the planet? Luckily, your race has begun to master the same energy of the alluvials that are harnessing. So what are alluvials? We know the game is Illuvium, so alluvials. The planet's core spills out strange radiation that the beasts harness to grow, mutate, unleash deadly attacks. Some alluvials are easy to find, some are incredibly rare, and they're found across the vast landscape, which we know land is coming pretty soon to the game. The radiation itself pulses in a non-organic way that seems vaguely familiar. So now there's over 100 alluvials to find and collect throughout the world. That is right, guys. Similar to Pokemon, they're everywhere through the world. They each possess unique abilities. And as you can see in a little bit, they have a hybrid synergy system. Alluvials are stronger as they work in a team in battle, but they also allow fusion. So you're going to have the ability to put multiple alluvials together to go ahead and merge them into different classes, which is going to be very cool to see exactly what they're building. So the team building aspect of it, and this is the place that a lot of players are going to say, what is going to be the actual game, guys? And this is what it is. It's an immense environment of a shattered planet. Alluvials phase in and out of existence, and they're hard to track, to hunt, and to avoid. And when you do, don't expect an easy fight. Once the battle starts, each alluvial will fill an enemy to engage in combat, aiding in your game character who possess technology advanced through this. Stay firm against these incredibly powerful creatures. Keep in mind the synergy between alluvials. It can be a difference between the victory or the defeat, engaging in the mysterious alluvials in battle. If you win, they can store shards, which is very cool, which we'll talk about in just a minute. If you're dealing with stronger alluvials, be sure you use stronger shards. So you risk losing the hero. So it reminds me, again, I used to play Pokemon years ago where you had to have some of the, I think the Mega Balls or the Super Balls to catch the much more rare and the stronger ones. It is going to be the same with this one. So you are going to have to use stronger shards to go ahead and collect those heroes. Once you collect 3, that is right, 3 of the same ones, you can fuse them together into a single more powerful creature. But don't worry if an alluvial gets injured. The shard it returns to has a time-based regenerative protocol for anything stored in it. So again, this isn't a game that's going to be completed overnight. There is a time-based regenerative protocol. Your team fights with will be able to go to full health over a certain interval of time. If you want them back right away, you can use various items or paying a small fee to bring them back to life. So we know that we are going to use the SILV token for in-game purchases as well as Ethereum. So this could be pretty expensive if you're bringing your alluvials back to life. Some are more rare than others. If you're lucky, you might get a shiny, gold, or holographic rare capture. If you do, your alluvial will always stand out, intimidate, and perhaps reign undefeated in the arena. So again, there is going to be the PvP aspect of it, which is going to be the arena. So the infinities, the origins of alluvials themselves is a mystery, but the infinity, they connect to one of the 5 elements. So this one, we're going to have water, fire, earth, air, and nature. Most powerful ascend with 2 elements. Frost equals air plus water. Or 2 of the same elements, such as fire. Fire will make inferno. So it seems like with over 100 alluvials that are available, it's going to be kind of crazy to see what kind of classifications, what's infinity they have. But on top of that, guys, and this is really what makes the game so massive, alluvials are grouped into one of 5 classes: fighter, guardian, rogue, Scion, and empathy. As in many RPGs, the choice you make regarding the class of your alluvials will affect the outcome of the battle. So now you have 5 classes and you have 5 elements, which is going to be kind of crazy to put them together. Ascended forms are more powerful, such as a fighter and a rogue together will create a slayer, or some of them with double single classes like Scion and Scion will create an invoker. And again, we're really going to have to get into this and break it down on how crazy this game can be with 5 elements and with 5 classes, which again seems kind of crazy. So the alluvials, you find a book with the alluvial scrawled across it. Many people have landed here long ago. So as you can see, here is an alluvial through the evolution or the fusion cycle going to a massive monster flaming beast. But how do you play? So you start by customizing your character, then you select your polymeric cybernetic drone. Once you and your sidekick are ready, you head into exploring the various regions of the world and the mysteries that shattered it. As you adventure, you encounter alluvials that you can fight. If you capture them, if you subdue them, use a shard to snap them up so they're yours permanently. So that is how you're going to catch them. Again, similar to Pokemon, you go out, you catch the alluvials. Be careful though, shards have varying power level. Less powerful shards will fail most likely against powerful alluviums. So players just starting out, you'll be able to mine free shards to capture a select few to really get the game powerful that are far less powerful. But when you get in the game without an expensive and learn the mechanics, this will welcome everyone. So this game is going to have a free-to-play feature, which is similar to that. If you want to get further in the game, I really feel like you're going to have to put some content into it, which means money. But ultimately, you can play this as free-to-play. And from my understanding, free-to-play is going to be against free-to-play players, which is awesome. So over time, players will unlock obelisks, which allow travel to beautiful, challenging, and important regions that come with new alluvials to battle and collect and shed more light on what happened here. So, like we were saying earlier, Ethereum is going to be all in-game purchases, and fees will be directly to the vault, which is a whole nother level of this game. So you can do shards, imbue, so modifications such as weapons or drones, waging on battles, revival, obelisk travel, and enhancements for powerful stat boosts to the Illuviums, which those we're going to have to see when that actually comes live, what those look like for the things we can purchase. We know the shards, I believe, is going to be captured, and the rest of it is going to be modifications or making the alluvials stronger or traveling. Some adventurers drawn the game will travel across the world of collecting alluvials. They can be incredibly lucrative if a player manages to capture some of the rare and powerful alluviums that are hard to capture. As more and more alluvials are found, their capture rate will change because it is fundamentally tied to the number that have been captured thus far. So the more that is captured in the game, the less there are going to be out there. So that is a very unique, dynamic area of this. So the sooner that you're in the game, the faster that you're collecting these rare monsters, the less there's going to be for other people to catch, which is going to increase their value significantly, which is another reason I think this is really going to be kind of crazy on how this is all going to work. Battle arenas, you can battle each other in hunters. Hunter arena, they're going to have a ranked arenas. They're going to have a lot of PvP aspect. And then, of course, the Illuvidex is where you will do the exchange for all in-game NFTs. It is a major component to trade alluvials, but all NFTs can be traded here as well. Now, mining and harvesting, again, it kind of reminds me of like StarCraft. So you build your base up there. So you have your drone. It isn't just a good-looking gadget. In addition to storage and assistance during your battle, the PSD is also capable of mining materials from the planet's surface, forging them into items. Landscape is speckled with deposits that contain ore, shards, gemstones. After harvesting, use the drone to forge them into weapons and suits of armor by infusing the materials with energy. Some materials are much more rare, provide stronger bonuses to your equipment. Wielding these could be an advantage in combat. Harvesting these creates enchantments for your alluviums in battles or to bring them back to health. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how long it takes to mine the goods and where you can mine the goods. So shards are probably the most important item in the game. With shards, you are able to capture the alluvials that are best in combat. Each player will be stocked with a few before venturing. Then you have to mine them or you have to buy them, from my understanding. Shards come in various tiers and power to capture alluvials. Stronger the alluvio, the harder it will be to capture. And those will be in the Alluvidex. So we have weapons, armor, and imbues. So in Illuvium, it's not just the alluvials that fight. You as a player character get to fight. So again, going back to Pokemon, you always fought with your Pokemon or fought with your here you're going to fight with you yourself. So there's actually going to be a hero that is within there. Wielding futuristic weapons that can be equipped with gemstones to store essence of Illuvium, allowing you to emit an aura that boosts your alluvials in combat. Your choice of weapons also determines your class. Remember, we talked about the classes a little bit ago. If you're a warrior, if you're a scion, depending what you are, which gives additional benefits for the team. Weapons can be sold on the Illumidex, just like most other NFT games. Then there is also armor, guys. So the weapons and armor, I believe, are what is going to go on your hero, not on the alluvials themselves, which again, we're going to have to see exactly how it works. Armor is also forged from items mined in Illuvium. Armor is designed to defense against the beast you fight. If your armor becomes too damaged, you need to wait for it to regenerate. So similar to the Illuvium that get damaged, armor has to heal too. However, your choice of armor can sway you in battle, as each suit can have different properties. Choosing the right one for you and your team make me a decision. So again, it seems like this is going to be kind of crazy how in-depth this can really get. And then imbues are cosmetic changes that can add value to the player's collection by further differentiating their acquisitions from others. Imbues are modular in nature and can be applied to multiple items, or if you decide to sell them on Illumidex, various items can be imbued, such as weapon, armor, and even your drone. So cosmetics, as we know, some of the other channels, I do not do cosmetics at all. I could really care less what my heroes look like, and putting a lot of money into the cosmetics, I know a lot of people do put a ton of money into the cosmetics, but ultimately, if it doesn't help me in gameplay, I don't do anything with the cosmetics. So guys, that is just kind of how Illuvium is going to work. I like the classes. So again, depending on what you wear, you're going to be a fighter, a guardian, a rogue, a scion, or empathy. And then of course, your alluvials will be up to 100 different heroes within there, which is going to be crazy, guys. So again, a question that I kept getting is, what is Illuvium? What is the game? So that is really the breakdown of the game overview. Really have a lot more to test out there. I know they have a couple little clips of videos, kind of what it's going to look like, kind of what you're going to do. Also some concept art. So guys, this is just a game overview of Illuvium. Very excited for this to come out within the next couple months. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.